Thanks for tuning into part 2 of my classic assault rifle series. This lady's gonna bump me now. Okay, I guess not. Let me get to it. The first one that you first thing you notice is this is damage to armor, traditional damage to armor build. If you open up any damage to armor build on YouTube, you'll see two Walker Natters. I can almost guarantee you'll see two Walker Natters. You'll see the Petrov, you'll see the Overlord knee pad here. The other two pieces can change, and the talents might be different, but it all comes down to the same thing, basically damage to armor. So gun I'm using for the faster rate of fire as you kill NPCs, and for the 10% armor on kill, and for you generating ammo the whole time. So I'll just start with the weapons. The FAL SA58, the same as the other assault rifle build. 14.3 assault rifle damage, health damage, damage to armor. Hold on here, this is damage to armor build. Optimus, my favorite talent. The Ravenous, the damage should actually be a little bit better because in the specialization I don't choose a rifle with gunner, because then in my other builds I don't actually use a rifle. So you can have the 275 a bit higher, about 300,000k. If you add 15% there, it's about 300 or 300,000 that you get. So the Ravenous, it works with the shoulder swapping. We get weapon damage and bonus damage and stuff. The Ravenous is actually good for your armor-plated enemies like heavies, for example. You can take that out really quick, and bosses. The Officer's M9A1 I have here with Optimus, damage to armor again, pistol damage. So damage to armor, you get a lot from it from the Ravenous as well. So like I said, the 2-piece Walker Natters, I'll just start there. 2-piece gives you 5% damage to armor and 5% weapon damage as your brand set bonuses. So that's why any build with damage to armor, whether it be a shotgun, you don't have to use the Ravenous here. You can make it a Scorpio build as well. Scorpio, Lady Death, this all comes to the same principle. Damage to armor is damage to armor. There's no better way you're gonna do it. Obliterate. If you're using an SMG with a damage to armor, you want to use Adrenaline, and you want to use Intimidate and the Memento if you really want to. You can take this Coyote out and put a Memento in there, put the Walker Natters over there, doesn't matter. But 2-piece Walker Natters you need. There's a 15% weapon damage, crit chance. I wish the explosive resistance was crit damage, but I got it the way it is. I haven't found a better Walker Natters yet to roll, so I'll just keep the Obliterate on there. I'm not playing this in close proximity, in close range, so Obliterate is the best. I'm not using a skill to do damage, so Spark will actually do anything for me either. So that's why I use Obliterate on this one. It's up to you what you want to use. The same like with the other build I show you with where I use the turret and the linked laser pointer. This one is Vigilance as well. So for this build on Legendary, ideally you want to run with a healer that can keep you up. In the raid as well, you can use this build is perfect, but you need to have a healer. Or some kind of heal, a way to heal yourself. So 14.3% weapon damage, critical hit damage, there's armor regen that can help keep you alive a bit. Critical hit damage in the monster, the Vigilance there as well. So Vigilance will benefit you greatly on a build like this if you can avoid getting shot, basically. So that's a 2-piece Walker Natters. Any damage to armor build will not be a damage to armor build without the Contractors gloves, because you get 8% damage to armor. So you get your 8% damage to armor from the Contractor's glove. You can put crit damage on there. It comes with weapon damage. So you get your 8% there, your 5 from the Walker Natters, and then you get your 6% on the gun, basically. So the CSK we have here to keep my crit up. So crit chance, brand set bonus, 13% weapon damage, 6% crit chance. So if you have one piece of Siska, you have crit, you can have a max of 16% crit chance on it. So 11.4 crit damage. So that's why Siska is actually good, unless you have another way to get crit chance in here. That's up to you if I use mods or whatever you want to use. The Coyote I have here, it benefits me and it benefits the team. Because I don't have a better thing I can put in here, a better piece, so that's why I'm using the Coyote in here. So most of the time, a range I'm playing at with this build is the 15 to 25 meter or the 25 meter plus range. So I'll get to my crit stats for you just now. But most of the time I'll be within 15 to 25 meters. So then you get 10% crit damage and 10% crit chance. That's for yourself and your whole team. If it's more than 25 meters, you only get crit chance. So you want to be at the maximum range of 25 meters from your NPC. 0 to 15, you get crit damage. So if the enemy gets close enough, you can hit them pretty hard. So let me just go through the stats here. On the FAL, there's 59% crit chance. So with Obliterate, you want your crit chance as close to 60% as possible. 126.4% crit damage. So with the other build I put out, that one had a lot more crit damage on it. But that was not damage. That's not the damage to armor build. This one is focused on damage to armor. So you have to keep that in mind. The Raven is 49% crit chance and 147 crit damage. The Officer's M9A1, 59 and 126. So the other build I put up, the crit damage is like 181%. With a turret and a laser, the linked laser pointer. But this one is focused on armored enemies. So let me just go through this one. Just do a bit of shooting here. I'll put up probably control point gameplay here because I mostly do control points with it, or maybe I'll run a mission or something. This one is focused on armor, so if it's an enemy with armor, they will disappear really fast. So you can see that even though the crit damage on the other build is a lot more than this. I mean, this one does more damage when it comes to armor. Elites also have a lot of armor. Let me just switch to the Ravenous. NPC is a bit farther away. 3, 4, 5. Gone. So we put it on named. Put this maybe on 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how quickly you can take out the hunters as well. You just do that. You just shoulder swap the whole time. That's how you get rid of hunters as well. So okay, that's basically this build. Okay, let me use the assault rifle as well. Didn't do that. So this build loves any NPC with armor on it. Really fun to use. On legendary as well, if you have a healer, feel free to use it. In the raid, feel free to use it. It doesn't use a turret to anything. The decoy can help you out. The decoy it's not that much. It doesn't do that much to help you, but it's a little bit of distraction. The turret would be better, but you can either use a decoy or a turret here. That's the same thing. But I'm not using spotter here. That's why I'm not using a turret. I could use a turret. Most of the time in the raid, you want to use a turret because a turret has more health. Or a little bit of more utility than what the decoy does. A decoy, they can destroy the decoy with one shot on legendary, then it's gone. So guys, that's basically the second traditional assault rifle slash rifle build you can get. Like I said, you can make you can turn this into a lady death build as well. You can put even in this Coyote, you can replace with a Fenris as well. That will give you a 10% extra assault rifle damage. You'll sit it at 100 and you have it at 140 on this build specifically. But I don't have a very good Fenris mask to use here, so that's why I'm using the Coyote. So yeah, you can get more damage if you use one Fenris, but you want to Walker Harris, the Contractor, and you want the Overlord knee pad, the Fox Sprayer. That's what you want. The weapons you can roll whatever you want. Lady Death, Scorpio, whatever you want to. Even the capacitor as well. But the capacitor I wouldn't use it on a build like this because the capacitor only benefits you really if you actually the more skill tier you have, you get 7.5% weapon damage. So on this one I don't have any skill tier. So what is the benefit really to using it? And I'm not using a skill to do skill damage here either, so that's why I'm not using the capacitor on here. You can if you want to, it's up to you. Use any weapon, but as long as you have these 4 building blocks here, the other 2 you can change out this Memento, or like I said, you can have a Fenris mask. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll catch you all on the next one.